Tonight, marchers are gathering at Duluth City Hall to celebrate Juneteenth. We'll take you there live.
Plus, Minnesota's special session remains in gridlock as lawmakers debate police reform.
And brewing for a cause, how a local brewery is supporting one of their own with a special beer fit for a warrior.
From CBS3 Duluth, this is the CBS3 News at 6.
Good evening, I'm Kristen Bakke.
And I'm Anthony Matt. Thanks for joining us. Happening right now, more than 1,000 people are marching across Duluth commemorating Juneteenth.
The day marks 155 years since the end of slavery in the United States. CBS3's Emma Quinn has been covering the march for us tonight, and she joins us live in downtown Duluth. Hey, Emma.
Hi, Kristen, Tony. So, yeah, I'm here at the top of the steps at the St. Louis County Courthouse, and the City Hall is right behind me over here where there is about for the last hour or so. We've had speakers out here expressing their personal experiences with police and frustrations that they have. And so we were down at Bayfront Park earlier today talking to some of these protesters and these organizers. About 1,000 people are here right now. There was about 160 down at Bayfront Park, and they walked all the way down Railroad Street across the bridge where Highway 35's interstate is, and came all the way up here to City Hall. Now, earlier, one of the organizers of today's events told us about why it's important to get young people involved in these kind of movements.
This is a big moment for every person of color, and that, you know, if our younger generation doesn't get involved, then at any point in time, you know, we give up that ability to get involved. So if we don't take this time, if we don't take the stand now, and we don't get up there and say, hey, you know, we're people too, then we might not ever get that chance.
And so again, Chris and Tony, there's roughly 1,000 people out here, and they're going to keep talking until about 7 o'clock tonight, and I'll check back in with you guys later on in tonight's show.
All right, that sounds good. Thanks, Emma.
Well, here's a live look at Madison, Wisconsin, where for the first time in the state's history, the Juneteenth flag is flying over the Capitol. Governor Tony Evers ordered the flag to fly all day.
Meanwhile, Governor Evers is calling on the Wisconsin legislature to pass criminal justice reform. Some of the measures include setting use of force standards, requiring officers to step in if they see another using excessive force, and prohibiting no-knock warrants. The governor called them first steps toward dismantling racism in Wisconsin, which consistently ranks among the worst for racial disparities. Evers has not ordered a special session for the Republican-controlled legislature to take up the proposals. Assembly Democrats and the Black Legislative Caucus have asked for a special session. 8 years ago today, Duluth was underwater. This is a look back at the aftermath of the heavy rain that bombarded the Northland in June of 2012. A state of emergency was declared in Duluth, Hermantown, Cloquet, Barnum, Moose Lake, and Superior. Homes and cars were underwater and streets were torn up. Jay Cook State Park, Duluth's Lake Superior Zoo, and the surrounding neighborhoods took some of the biggest hits. You'll remember some of those zoo animals drowned. A polar bear escaped from its exhibit, and 2 seals were washed out of their exhibit, with one of them ending up on Grand Avenue.
Meanwhile, quite the contrast, because it was a beautiful sunny day today. Here is a look at Lester Park here in Duluth, where people were able to get out and enjoy the warm temps, splash around in the water, play a little bit at the park, and enjoy some of that sunshine. And here to tell us how long the sunshine's going to last, Caitlin, beautiful day out there.
Yes, beautiful. I mean, a huge contrast from that flooding, because
Yeah.
we're actually in a moderate drought right now, just because, I mean, we haven't seen that rain like you guys saw back in 2012, but it has been fantastic weather almost all week. We've seen such summer-like temperatures almost every day. Today's temperature, 74 was the high up on the hill, 77 was the high in Canal Park. So those numbers are typically flipped, so we did see warmer temps at the head of the lakes. Cooler temps were inland, and still right now temperatures still pretty comfortable out there, as we have temperatures still in those low 70s, some upper 60s. Really haven't budged too much at all. Sky conditions still looking at partly sunny to mostly sunny skies in Minnesota. We've got clouds still hanging around in portions of eastern Wisconsin like Rhinelander, and then up into Marquette, and the UP still dealing with some scattered rain showers, but otherwise Duluth is looking at a very pleasant evening tonight. Temperatures dropping into those mid to upper 50s. It's a nice night to get out and enjoy. Sunshine will start the day on Saturday, but much needed rain is back in the forecast, so I'll have those details coming up.
Thanks, Caitlin. New at 6, authorities are investigating after the body of a missing Deer River man was found in the Mississippi River. Cass County authorities say the 41-year-old was reported missing Wednesday after walking away from friends at a state park. His body was found in the river Thursday afternoon. Authorities are not releasing the man's name until family is notified. No word if the situation is considered suspicious. Meanwhile, Ashland's police chief is stepping down. According to the Ashland Daily Press, Chief Jim Gregoire told the city he will retire July 3rd, ending his 25-year career as a police officer. He told the newspaper the last 4 years have been, quote, trying. Gregoire said a federal lawsuit filed against the city of Ashland alleging police misconduct had nothing to do with his decision to retire. Gregoire could not discuss the specifics of the lawsuit. CBS3 is working to learn more details. The city plans to start the search process for the next police chief at the end of the month.
One of the Northland's favorite fall events has unfortunately been canceled. The 59th annual Bayfield Apple Fest won't happen this year. The Bayfield Chamber and Visitor Bureau made that announcement this afternoon, citing community safety during the ongoing pandemic. Chamber reps say the cancellation will be devastating to local orchards and business owners. The event usually brings 50,000 people to the small town with less than 500. Community leaders say they don't have the medical resources to deal with an outbreak and had to put safety first. Applefest is rescheduled for October 1st through the 3rd of next year.
In politics, a special session of the Minnesota legislature could end tonight without lawmakers having accomplished either of the tasks the governor set for them. Lawmakers were supposed to be focused on the bonding bill and criminal justice reform. The Democratic-controlled House and Republican-controlled Senate have each passed bills but haven't finalized legislation. Senate Republicans have said the session will end at midnight tonight, even if the work is not done. Now, Senate DFL leaders asked them to reconsider during an afternoon news conference.
Minnesotans pay our salary year-round, and they rightly expect us to do our work. Just because this work is hard and time-consuming isn't an excuse not to do it. I really believe that's what we all signed up to do, and that's our obligation to the people of Minnesota.
The governor has said he'll consider the special session a total failure if lawmakers don't pass meaningful police reform. And by the way, each day lawmakers are in a special session. That costs taxpayers nearly $15,000.
Duluth's Catholic community welcomed a new bishop today. Pope Francis appointed Father Michael Malloy to be the 10th bishop of the Diocese of Duluth. Malloy previously served the Diocese of Rapid City, South Dakota. Bishop-elect Malloy has been a pastor since 1979. He'll fill the role left vacant by the late Bishop Paul Serba, who died unexpectedly in December.
So I'm also honored to be following in his footsteps because he truly was a wonderful, holy man. I'm honored to be following in the footsteps of all the bishops who have served this diocese.
Bishop-elect Malloy will be ordained October 1st.
A former Wisconsin governor has been tapped to lead the state's university system. Tommy Thompson will serve as the UW system's interim president. He was the governor from 1987 to 2001. Thompson was also former U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary. The announcement comes after the only other finalist for the job pulled his name out of consideration. The board won't start another search for a permanent president for at least a year. Thompson will fill the role until a new president is announced.
2 local bars are teaming up to help out the community and each other. Earth Rider Brewery in Superior is giving away old beer that hasn't sold due to less demand during the COVID-19 pandemic. They're donating it to Vikra Distillery in Duluth. Vikra will be using the alcohol from the beer to continue making hand sanitizer. Brewers at Earth Rider say beer ages quickly, so when it can no longer meet their quality standards, it wouldn't be sold.
This is a really good way for us to take something that basically is garbage and for them to process it in a way that makes it useful and make that available to the community in a new way.
Earth Rider brewers say repurposing the old beer is better for the environment rather than having it go down the drain.
Meanwhile, Ursa Minor in Duluth's Lincoln Park neighborhood is brewing up something special for one of their own. And the name of the summer drink certainly speaks for itself. CBS3's Leanne Valdez explains.
This is like my spirit animal. Sarah Hughes would describe herself as a pretty strong woman. Her husband, Ben, on the other hand, knows her as something more.
This was kind of a surprise for my wife, who is a badass warrior goddess.
Sarah's history backs the name up.
We had a really hard winter and spring.
Her water broke last August, resulting in having her baby boy Oscar 6.5 weeks early.
Oscar was in the NICU for about 3 weeks.
The difficult news didn't stop brewing there.
The next day, I found out that they had found cancer in my placenta.
Sarah underwent 7 rounds of chemo in 4 months.
It was like a survival mode. You know, you just like don't have a choice.
Ben knew he had to celebrate her grit in a big way.
We've brewed so many different beers here at Ursa Minor, and it's about time that one was about my wife.
Ursa Minor released their New England IPA this week. Ben says the name and label is the epitome of who his wife is.
This is kind of a silhouette of Wonder Woman, who is pretty much a badass.
Sarah says the beer also represents all mothers and women around the Northland, especially her core group who rose up to donate breast milk when she couldn't produce for her baby because of chemo.
Not only mothers, but women in general, and how amazing women are. And I think it's really neat to have a beer that celebrates that.
Sarah did beat cancer, and her baby boy is doing just fine. Now, with each growler sold, Ursa Minor will donate $1 to the Northland Newborn Foundation.
Still to come on Live Local CBS 3, more than 1,000 people are marching in celebration of Juneteenth. CBS 3's Emma Quinn will take us there live after the break.
And it's a beautiful evening down here in Canal Park. Plenty of sunshine still and temperatures in those 70s. I'll let you know how long the warm temps hang around coming up next.
Live, local, CBS 3 News at 6 with Kristen Vaki, Anthony Matt, Kelly Hinson, and weather with meteorologist Dave Anderson on Live, local, CBS 3. Watch Jeopardy at 4:30, followed by CBS 3 Live at 5 on Live, local, CBS 3.
I guarantee you, if your home just burned to the ground or you had a major accident, your first thing you're going to think about, it's not going to be, I just saved $500 on my auto and home insurance today. It's going to be, am I covered? At Vernon Insurance Agency, our first, second, and third goal is that you understand your coverage, there's no gaps in coverage, and your claims are covered when you have them. Call Vernon Insurance Agency today, 218-384-3970.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Celebrate this 4th of July knowing you look your best with Plexiderm. Lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video that the viewers can watch while you and I talk. And you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock. And what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes in as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. And I did this to my father. We were at home, and we were screaming. 4 minutes, 34 seconds, completely gone.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. These lines bother me. They really do. And this is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It feels great. Looks even better.
I'm Neela. I'm 61 years old. I'm a professional personal trainer. It's so important to be in good health and to be fit and take care of yourself. How it makes you feel inside is amazing. Plexiderm, seriously, it fixes all that. It makes you feel as good outside as you do inside. Honest to God, it's amazing. There's nothing there. Like, the bags are gone.
And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. So it targets all those problem areas.
So this would be a daily thing, or just when you want to, like, get rid of the bags? And
Yeah, it absolutely could be a daily thing. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This 4th of July is the best time to get Plexiderm for $14.95. See it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
It's Jamie Foxx. Hey, I'm Harry Connick Jr. Come along with me and my daughter Georgia as we drive from New York to New Orleans to personally thank some unsung American heroes.
This is the only place kids can get a meal. This is literally saving lives.
with Oprah Winfrey, Brad Pitt, Renee Zellweger, Jamie Foxx, Sandra Bullock, and there's more than that. It's going to be a night of music, hope, and memories.
God bless to all of you, man.
United We Sing, a Grammy tribute to the unsung heroes, Sunday at 8/7 Central on CBS.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez on CBS3.
Watch Anthony Matt weekdays at 6 and 10 p.m. on live local CBS3 Duluth.
Another above average day across the Northland, and here in the Twin Ports we sat at 75 degrees, so above average of 72 degrees. Didn't bring any rain in today, but we do have some rain in the forecast. Several different chances actually in the extended. And temperature-wise, we actually are going to start a cooling trend from these higher temperatures we've seen in those 80s, upper 70s. We're going to return back to those seasonable temperatures, so right around the average temperature of 72 degrees. My clicker is not working for me, so 1 second here. We move to the Doppler and satellite right now. You can see clear skies in Minnesota. We've got clouds over in northern Wisconsin and in the UP. Some remnants from that cold front that moved through later last night. But otherwise, we're looking at a nice evening here in the Twin Ports. We've got two low pressure systems that's working their way in for Saturday. So one to our north and west, one to our south and east. That's going to bring increasing clouds for much of Minnesota. Wisconsin, on the other hand, you're going to see some rain showers much earlier than us here in the Twin Ports. We won't see some rain showers move into Saturday until late Saturday night, right after the sun has set, more or less by the evening hours. Temperature is 70 degrees up on the hill. Temperatures in those upper 50s down by the lake. Father's Day, we will not see a washout, but we'll see very scattered shower activity, mostly cloudy skies. It's going to be one of those days where you see some scattered showers in the morning and then some redevelopment again in the late afternoon hours. Temperatures in those low 70s as well. So right around that average temp, and that's kind of where we sit for much of the week. Monday, another system comes in from the south. This one kind of clips the Twin Ports area, so whether or not we see a lot of rain or a little rain is still kind of a determination. Mostly northern Wisconsin will see a majority of the rain from this system. Duluth will see that chance once again through the afternoon on Monday with very stray showers and scattered isolated thunderstorms. Time right now for you here tonight into tomorrow morning. Still dry conditions. You'll notice plenty of sunshine in the Minnesota side, but by 1 o'clock in the afternoon, those clouds have quickly increased and rain will start to move in Saturday night at 7 o'clock. In northern Wisconsin. Duluth still on the dry side, though, and then by Saturday evening, 11 o'clock, that's when we get on the rain activity, some of which could be higher rain totals than other cells like we've seen in the past several days. Sunday morning, it moves off to our north up into the Minnesota Arrowhead, and we start to see very scattered, isolated showers in nature through the rest of Father's Day. So it won't be a washout. It's going to be a hit or miss type of situation. So the grilling forecast tonight, take advantage of today's weather. It's beautiful outside. Few clouds tonight. Saturday, 70 degrees. Going to be much cooler by the lake. Rain does move in by the evening. And then Sunday, we're looking at 73 degrees, scattered shower activity on and off from morning to about mid-afternoon before that system moves off to the region. So 54 tonight up on the hill, 58 down by the lake. Partly cloudy skies, a very nice evening to get out and enjoy. Cool temps, and wind will be very calm. Now tomorrow, winds will shift out of the east, so cooler by the lake for sure. 59 up on the lake, 70 up on the hill. Extended 7-day forecast. Father's Day, like I mentioned, isn't going to be a washout, so that's good news if you have plans to get out and grill with Dad or whatever. But you're going to want to take advantage of Saturday, the first half of the day.
Yeah, if you're going to be outside on Sunday, you know, maybe just be ready to pack it up real quick, just in case. Thanks, Caitlin. Marches are continuing through downtown Duluth commemorating Juneteenth.
Let's head back out to CBS3's Emma Quinn. Emma, you've been out there for a couple hours now. Is the crowd still as large as it was a little bit earlier?
Yeah, so Kristen, Tony, the crowd is still out here. They are still going. There's still about 1,000 people out here. Now, they've had musical performances up at that white tent up there at the top of City Hall. They've been going for almost 2 hours now. They've had speeches. They've had people, event organizers, have all talked about their personal experiences with police brutality and racial inequality. And now some of the organizers I talked to earlier down when we were at Bayfront said that a lot of Juneteenth is celebrating how far we've come, but also how far we have left to go. So now, again, we started down at Bayfront Park. There was other people that started at the Clayton Jackson McGee Memorial, and everyone walked down here to City Hall. Again, there was a lot of protesters, a lot of people here of all ages, all colors, races, everything. And so a lot of the things that people I've talked to today said they just want their voices heard, and they I just want to get people more aware and more educated. So send it back to you guys.
Yeah, quite the crowd. And tonight at 10, we'll be hearing from some of those folks who were participating today. Thanks, Emma.
Coming up in sports, a former Duluth East standout is headed to the Division I level. Kelly's in with sports next.
For breaking stories that impact the Northland most, turn to CBS3.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez, on CBS3.
CBS3 live cams are brought to you by Kohler Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. You're not just getting a car, you're getting Kohler.
Slumberland's huge clearance event. Massive markdowns all over. Closeouts, floor samples, one-of-a-kind items. Plus, get totally free doorstep shipping. Hurry into our huge clearance event and save. Only at Slumberland Furniture.
We dance for healing. We dance for one another. For connection. In ways like no other. Together. Or even apart. We are resilient. The 2020 census is here, and we need to do our part for our people.
Right now, get a great deal on the durable Kubota RTVX. When there's work to do and a reputation to uphold, it's built to haul it all and do it all. Half-ton capabilities with attachments to get the job done right. And industry-exclusive heavy-duty features. It's North America's #1 selling diesel utility vehicle. Now get the RTVX for 0 down and 0% APR for 48 months or save $400.
No one serves you better than Lulich Implement.
Be smart. Be active. Be confident. Vision Pro Optical is here for you, specializing in eye exams, glasses, contacts, and billing your insurance. Serving the Northland for more than 30 years with you as our focus. Visit visionprooptical.com for hours and location details. Vision Pro Optical. Be and be seen.
Newmy Jewelers is having a Neighbors Helping Neighbors event. We are partnering with the Superior YMCA to help those in need. When you bring in an item for donation, you will receive 25% off any in-stock finished jewelry. Newmy Jewelers thanks you for shopping local.
Duke is a man of few words and many songs.
Let freedom ring. Gone country. Going down till the sun comes up.
It's 102.5 Duke.
Life is a responsibility. We're here to save each other.
This whole thing, how do I know it's not another game?
We'll find a way forward together.
I've never slept with the captain before.
I recommend it. Brace yourselves.
Ready, Admiral?
Engage.
Slumberland's huge mattress clearance event. Crazy markdowns on all kinds of mattresses, like a Sealy Queen mattress as low as $149. Plus, overstocks, closeouts, floor samples. Hurry to Slumberland's clearance mattress event. Don't miss out.
Catch Eye on Parenting every Thursday at 6 with me, Leanne Valdez, on CBS3.
About 2 months ago, Long Island University announced that they were going to join the ranks of Division I hockey. Fast forward to today, it looks like they have their first commit from the Northland. Former Duluth East standout Garrett Worth announced via his own personal Twitter and Instagram page that he is committed to play at Long Island University in Brookville, New York. The athletics program announced its decision to form a hockey program back on April 30th. Worth, who originally was committed to Arizona State, split time in the USHL and NAHL this past season, including a stint with the Minnesota Wilderness. Worth tallied 14 goals in 28 games. We'll hear from Worth tonight at 10. The crowd is one of the driving forces to push runners past the finish line at the Grandma's Marathon. But this year, it's all up to the runners to finish as the race goes virtual. Neil Viersba has more.
Runners face a number of challenges this year at the Grandma's Marathon. With the race going virtual, motivation coming from the crowd is no more.
I do think that's going to be the bigger challenge for sure, just because you won't have the crowds cheering you on.
Tony Stenslin, a running coach, says to look towards the ones you can count on.
You can utilize some friends and family members to sort of be your cheer squad. That helps a lot.
But for those riding solo, Stenslin takes a more mental approach.
If you don't have some people out there to help you and you really are solo, maybe just dig down deep and stay focused, and maybe you run each mile for a different person that's close to you.
Social media is another helpful tool as runners can connect with those as they do the race.
If you have your cell phone with you, let people know that you're out doing this at this time, and maybe they're going to be texting you along the way. This is a virtual race, so some of the rules and some of the etiquettes sort of kind of go out the window, and try to make it fun and an enjoyable experience for yourself.
Creating your own race experience will only pay dividends in the end.
If you know where your finish line is, sidewalk chalk an actual finish line, write finish on it, maybe kind of some motivational quotes along the road with sidewalk chalk. So little things like that where you can really personalize it for yourself, I think it's a great idea, and it really adds to the experience.
Stenslin also encouraged runners to make their race a personal experience because in the end it will be unique compared to other races. That is for sure. Good luck to all the runners that are taking the pavement this weekend. With the Northwood season on hold for the Duluth Huskies, Wade Stadium over in West Duluth hasn't seen nearly as much commotion this summer as in summers past. Today, that looks like it might change a bit. The city of Duluth announced that they are opening up Wade Stadium for private rentals only for small group activities and events. The city added that with baseball competition currently halted, the public has the opportunity to play during a child's birthday or graduation party, host a family night out, wedding, and more. The rental includes the patio space along the third baseline with 8 picnic tables and the turf field. For more information, including cost, as well as specific health guidelines laid out by the city, you can head to our website, CBS3Duluth.com. I'm thinking we just organize a big wiffle ball game out there. Email me if you're in for that one. I know Tony and Kristen and Caitlin are. That's going to do it for sports. Kristen and Tony, back to you.
Sign us up. Thanks, Kelly. Well, here's a live look at the Juneteenth commemoration that is still happening throughout the city of Duluth. We will have a full wrap-up of today's events tonight on the CBS3 News at 10.
And before we go, here's a video to make you smile on your Friday. Ryan, there it is. This was posted today by the Red Cliff Band of Lake Superior, Chippewa on their Facebook page of a beaver enjoying the sun and taking a minute to stop and breathe at the end of what must have been a super busy week for this little guy. He's loving life. Look at him.
Almost looked like he was going to fall asleep standing up. I've been there. Are we getting a final look at the weather here?
I think so.
Yeah?
Caitlin, how's weather?
Yeah, it was beautiful, as you guys just mentioned. The beautiful weather is going to continue again tonight into tomorrow. Rain does move in, though, Saturday night into Sunday for Father's Day. So although this weekend isn't a washout, we will get some much-needed rain throughout the entire Northland. Very scattered in nature, so just keep an eye to the sky as you're outside celebrating dads.
All right. And enjoy the rest of the night tonight.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be beautiful. Thanks for joining us.
We'll see you at 10.